Fire Protector, even the Dawnbreaker, who, as a 4, is kind of slow. You know, you're not one of these link in start the team fights. You are a reactionary support where you're ulting in on top of someone else that's taking the incentive, like the initial part of these team fights. Whereas this time, you are the one that needs to start these team fights. So I really think that it's been drilled into him by Topson in particular. I want to see no treant in your pumps. I want to see none of this passive crap. Just go in, and we got you.
Oh, very cute.
A different look at least T1 and their heroes and what they're going to prioritize, but for Execration, it's really not a different look out of these guys. Really, I guess the only different thing is maybe going on as well at the same time, but this is where you want to be.
Western Europe. It's SEA, that's where you want to be. Big whacks from that tree from Shanks. So item build for position 1 Marcy that he's been going for, I believe it is Phase Boots, Falcon Blade, BKB Basher. The build that Ana's going for, and maxing out the rebound, because again, that's his farming mechanism. That's what he needs to be able to keep up. I mean, you compare what a Marcy's able to do compared to a... For the very start of this game, Bob's having a great time, making sure even just if he doesn't get the last hits to soak up all of that experience, realizing how important it is for him to create that little bit of a gap over Topson. He should have the easier time with being able to get these last hits off, even going for that kill there and forcing Topson to use a lot more defensive moves coming out and gets the first blood. That has to feel bubbling. The last hits and denies in the mid lane is Bob. Great start. They're going for another dive here, but Tino able to shrug it off for now.
Like something from a dream.
Oh, he gets it again.
Dude. Oh no. Bobby, what are you doing? Looks like he's considering about making some stacks for the Shadow Fiend. If you get this guy into... Is he gonna go for the Requiem? He might. Bob charges up the ultimate for the damage. It's not enough onto Topson.
He had just a little bit less mana needed for the Shadow Rays. That last one, otherwise Topson would have died. Oh my god, the mental damage that would have done would have just been insane. Side. Low up here, Zephyr again playing this aggressive style.
They're gonna charge
for it, but yeah, pops the rock.
Palos, can he get out? One more right click from afar. Cuckoo and Zephyr find the swipe. A much needed kill for T with some of the runes, but also to scout out Topson. He looks to fall back to the jungle. Spawn up top. Topson looks the regen. He's got Zephyr nearby to be able to chase down Vincenzo. So got to be cautious about Bob. A couple of raises still to play with in regards to the mana. Topson
is going to get charged at. Yeah, Flesh Heap still has quite a long cooldown. He's only got the 1 point into it so far, so only 5-second duration, 20-second cooldown.
Gonna be in some trouble here. Shanks with the open up.
One's coming though.
Still have Zephyr to be able to get some distance, and now Cuckoo up to the north. He's gonna be okay. Turns onto the Shanks, but Palos is gonna charge into the middle. He recognizes that he just needs to get on top of the Nature's Prophet to stop the right clicks, and Palos does.
Net worth lead. It's sitting in T1's favor right now, and with the regen rune, even Topson just being able to move back towards the jungle. I actually didn't realize how low this mid tower was already. Less than quarter HP. Would mean that you can look to dive in through a nice kill bottom, left solo, and with the TP coming in.
Gonna spawn up top, in fact, with the invisibility. I'm trying to find the stacks, gonna go for the Requiem instead. He's still playing around with the attribute shift, and Topson once again just lives to see another day. Be cautious though, because Zephyr with the onslaught clips on the Shanks. They've got the Wrath of Nature as well, so T1 off the back of the support rotations will help Topson stay alive and get a kill onto Shanks.
That's the thing about the best teams in the world. You can have those kills solo without any other assistance.
Palos, he's in a lot of trouble here. Ana's got plenty of movement speed to be able to continue this chase, and the T2 tower won't even be a deterrent. He doesn't get close enough to it. So Ana and Cuckoo get another big kill onto Palos, who's really struggling on the pudge.
Whitemon, again, just playing aggressively. They're going to try and get the Sprout in. Actually landed, but Quelling Blade enables Palos to get away. Just more pressure happening around the map, not giving anything up for free as T1.
Do we feel like Execration might lack some early game damage now going to the mechanism and almost hand a goal? We're gonna see the defense. Eno, look at the jump! Oh no! turn to try and bring down Paulus. It's going to be all up to Bob. If they can turn this team fight back around, but the Requiem still on cooldown, so Bob will have no answer. As Execration, they lose their tier 1 tower.
Clicking you. Unleash coming through for the Marcy. Gets way too much out.
Going to the Shadow Fiend. Onslaughts out from Zephyr. Wrath of Nature burst. It's not enough to give the kill onto Bob, and he's been able to charge up the Requiem Tina with the Exo as well. This is a lock committed for Execration, and they just get Zephyr. I don't know if that's worth it. 2 ultimates. Yes, you keep the Shadow Fiend alive, but bottom lane as well. Arna, he's going to find a solo kill onto Palos, so this is something that a core Marcy needs in a position 1 Marcy.
If you're rotating multiple people, then so much.
Oh no, he jumped in, and now with the chain frost can bounce back and forth. They'll get the hand to go for the bonus here. Now Arno's going to try and turn around as well. The unleash for the dispel, and Arno's life still's not enough. They get the kill into the Marcy, but it comes at such a great cost, as Execration will lose all 3 members in the skirmish party. I believe. Tino? Maybe? Alright, they got him. Dobson gets the double. Arna loses his streak, but all of tier 1 show up huge with the rotation down to bottom.
At least this time around.
To walk on in.
If they can do it without Morphling, though. Still, I think, need Morphling's damage to be able to get anything here. And good positioning by Vincenzo to pop the smoke. All the Chen creeps revealing absolutely everything. You give your life away, but I was about to say it's worth it. How quickly is he looking to try and connect on Thompson? Not really. So I don't think they can do this. They might still go for it, though.
Where do you jump? Because Arna and Wymon hang hand in hand. Gonna go for Zephyr instead. Not the easiest target to bring down, especially with Wymon on the outskirts as well. This Reversal play is going to stop a lot of the bonus health coming back, but off to the left side, they're going to be able to blow up Tina with a turnaround. It's not enough because Arna's protected with the BKB. He just shrugs off the Requiem, jumps further into the middle, secures the triple kill.
Plus the extra armor that you're getting if you're able to get off that uproar.
Luke stops it and baits Arna to jump in. And gets a stun. Arna still has ages. This is, I don't know if you're ready for this team fight. Arna gets a little bit of bonus health back. Not going to be enough to hold off through the first half. And now Pino, he's got his second point of the exorcism. So he's going to charge in the middle, trying to create some chaos. Break the formation out of T1. But they're retreating perfectly. No stragglers for the easy pickings. And now with the backstabber, Zephyr onslaughts into the middle with the pulverize out as well. Tino's gone out of the count, and our T1, they're on pursuit for more. Cuckoo's already teleporting to the backline, but Shanks is up to the high guns.
With a lot of these responses.
So greedy. He wanted that ancient creep. Oh, getting closer to his BKB. Unfortunately, he will be killed off. There you go, Execration. Just kind of, you were just mentioning like maybe some inexperience.
Plus everything else that you got.
Bob trying to charge up the Requiem. We need to toss him directly on top of the Shadow Fiend. They're going to be able to do so with the BKB. The nick and timing from Zephyr and our Execration. They're going to get out. Cancel the team fight, but the dashes are there. Bob will not escape. And Noble Shanks and Thompson wants more blood. Away from deep inside the base. They've got Arna to follow up as well as T1 looking to go forward. Pillaging the base. No one is safe from the boys of T1.
They're ready, and they want to converge potentially on mid. I mean, they've got the siege.
Take a kill where you can find it. Shanks is, thank you very much. I'll go with that.
The old growth coming through for Cuckoo.
Ooh, scary.
Not going to happen.
They've got a great ward on the higher gun. Arna's instantly going to jump to try and protect that. Right by Vincenzo.
There's no try. Frost Shield's going to delay things a little bit, but it's still just not ready.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's going to have to be a toss back into a Requiem, and there's the
That
silence.
fast range, man.
Not able to find it. Zephyr with the charge and gets the pulverize onto Tino. They're going to be able to stop it in its tracks. There's just no damage. You drop the pipe, you got the hand of God, and instantly T1 can turn it around. They're deep inside the base without a care in the world. Even the glyph is not going to be enough of a deter him. Tino will try and charge onto Cuckoo. But the physical damage is starting to pop up. Even the BKB will not do anything to protect the Death Prophet. And T1, the mid lane was rocky to start, but it did not matter. What a fine way for them to open up their run here in game one.
Warming that Ancient. No buybacks available on the DP or the SF. This one out if they were wanting to, but a little bit composed. Never mind, it was a bait.
It was a base. 3 more kills. We add to the tally. The G's are dropped. T1 on their debut. Fine game one. See what they're able to do if they can replicate this performance, but for them, you got Arna playing the Morphling now, so you see the true flex that T1 are already shown, which is going to be such a scary thing for teams to face. It doesn't matter if they drop down to the lower bracket, if Execration take this series, or if they move forward to the upper bracket. Just the fact that T1 are now showing that their capability with being able to play multiple heroes in different roles, it is going to be a drafting nightmare.
My other question is, what does Tino actually build? Because if you go Helm of the Dominator, you're up against an Enchantress. Like, that's a pretty big window where you need to use that Dom Creep to be able to farm, oftentimes on the back of pushing. And I feel like you just need to have the perfect team fights go your way on Execration, where T1 show up to a fight that they probably shouldn't, and then off the back of the Exorcism, you take a tower, you know? And that can't just summon the Wolves and help them assist with last hitting, because you're just going to get them stolen away.
Bob, is he going to go for this Thompson? Oh no! Another solo kill from Bob. Couple of mangoes pop, he just charged in. It gives him the outplayed
Last time, so I'm not sure if you want to be dropping it so quickly. Bob, he's going to go all the way back to base, pick up the boots of speed and the wind lace.
Bottom lane, Palos. Genzo's doing a really good job to put some pressure onto Cuckoo to try and zone him away from the Death Prophet, but Cuckoo plays the distance, makes sure the poison attack continues to stack up, and now Zephyr's also hunting Vincenzo on the tree line, so T1, they're going to find a double kill for Cuckoo down bottom.
It's a pretty easy lane.
Now until the cell given over to play this lane.
It does feel like you need that 1 point in the living armor. It's real power coming.
That's a T2 Oh my god, thanks to Shane Stack Fisher just to allow the Shadow Fiend to go into the tower.
Coming through.
Bottom lane, another attempt on Vincenzo, with the Treant Protector being completely isolated from any trees. Kun Zephyr can chase him down, and the fact that they're giving Cuckoo...
He's very speedy naturally as a Pugner, but so is an asset. So,
I guess the good
Whitemon,
dude
you might be in a bit of danger here. Dropped that a little bit, but ends up paying with his life. And now you got level 6 on Bob to have to deal with, although it would have been well worth it. They're going to go for a kill with a full rotation.
Probably run back in. He's got the Requiem leveled up. He's going to try and charge up the ultimate and set up for the raise combo. And Bob says, no, oh, he's still going to be a little bit cautious here. Trying to secure. It looks like that's going to be the case. Beautifully done from Cuckoo. Disjoints the Spirit Siphon. Zephyr's going to hold gears on. But as long as they keep the poison attack stacking up, and Cuckoo will do just that. Dominating streak for the Viper.
I'm not through to the rest of the team. Like, he saw, Treant Protector gave vision of the fact that Marcy was coming back into that fight, and fast enough to back off.
Blame it again.
Free net worth.
Ooh, it's a lot of damage, man. If Bob gets a triple raise combo, anyone dies under that.
be able to scout out Shanks here with the Wild Wing Ripper. Yo gets the vision, gets the pushback, gets the body block. Great team play coming through there. Is it going to be enough though?
More likely, yeah, they'll find it. Meanwhile, top lane, Ana gets a solo kill onto Tino's liking, so he once again is off to an incredible start.
I don't want to call it selfish, but this is what we're talking about.
He's in some trouble as well. Mid lane Thompson gets the kill, gets the region. He's sitting pretty in the resources, and our tier 1 tower's going to be in trouble.
Being a menace standing in the way. Try and harass him down a little bit. The tornado, I don't think is going to be able to slow him down enough, but Zephyr definitely will. Tosses it back, gets some additional damage through. Shenzo, the tanky trio protector, will end up going down all the while. Mid tower, the reduction is actually enormous.
No. We'll charge up the shapeshift. Shanks has just been able to juke back into the tier 1 tower, so Wymon's going to look for a TP out. The fissure is back off cooldown for Shanks. And meanwhile, Bob's in a little bit of trouble.
To open up the map a little bit. Thompson look to make the rotation. He's got DD rune bottled, and yep, here we go. Coming in right on top of Tino.
Find him some time. Thompson's on the south side of the fissure wall. We can still move on forward for more. Bob's even going to consider about rotating as well, but the triple raises will answer the initial trade from Execration in tier 1, but they've still got to be cautious though with Thompson nearby. Forced to be reckoned with, but they do have a really good ward for Radiant to play with. It's going to scout up the position for the Pugnus, and Bob tries to charge up the Requiem, but again, it's going to be up to the summons from the Enchantress. Whiteman scouting out Bob in the tree line, an easy kill, and now they can look for more, but Zephyr, a little bit isolated from the team. He's got Thompson to the north, he's going to look to try and suck away the life of the Lycan, and with Ana waveforming forward as well, but Ana's going to be cautious for the moment. That's the attribute shift to play with, and damage will be lacking from Execration, so they're going to put up to mid, their side of the map they're going to look to reclaim.
Heavy commit.
They're running to close supports at the moment. Zephyr's going to be targeted down. Tino with the combos enough to get the kill, and now meanwhile to the north, Wymon. Yeah, good luck. This goddamn Enchantress, not an easy person to bring down at all. They're going to need the fissure to keep up. Looks like Palace instead with the Exo and the Spirit Siphon will do the work.
This is what I was talking about before, right? You use the shapeshift, you use the exorcism, you've got amazing team fight, but when you don't have them, they're very quick respawns coming.
Like this is a ticking time bomb. It is this more fun. I'll hold that for a minute. Requiem charge up's going to be there, but the fissure as well connecting. Vincenzo steps through, so the chain control is enough.
Finished up his Octarine core, and it's 16 minutes in.
Top lane at least for Execration, they're able to get a kill. Tino does require the shapeshift out of him, but this great Michael for the Wolves going to scout out a lot of the positioning. Look at Vincenzo! Steps to the backline, gets the overcode. The control is out, setting up for the Requiem. They've only killed off the Enchantress for the moment, but they'll catch up to multiple heroes as Thompson goes down along with Zephyr. And not only do they win the skirmish, get the creep! Get the creep!
Mega kill!
Easy. Oh, we got killers across the map. I'm watching that. I'm completed.
Got a arcane rune now. That feels good. That dying solo's
Smoke's gonna pop instantly. No pop detection. Oh, they're just running forward. Bob gets the Requiem. He's gonna try and target down Thompson. Finally, Bishop, where's the damage? Thompson's fine, and Ana shows up. Away for him with no hesitation. As Execration, they've got to get out. They
jungle creeps really don't do that.
Dyer's bottom
Lane creeps don't do that.
Under attack. On the hunt for Radiant forces.
The Execration on the offensive for once.
Onto Bob, they're going to try and pull him up. They might be able to do so before the BKB. Bob's out. Thompson gives him a tip as well. We're getting back for the landing stage. Now with the rest of Execration, they're hanging around Ana. Ana's going to be cautious. Shakes is in with the combination. The chain control needs to be perfect, and it is. Execration hit back. They stick around.
There we go.
This is big.
They find the back line. Can they get the vision down?
This is a big wrap around.
Scouting out isn't out of the ordinary.
They see Ana. They see Ana. They're going to get the fissure, but instead they'll turn to Marcy. An instant pick off. But Execration, you need more out of this. Pop the shapeshift for it. Tino's going to charge in. Nullify's there. The threat of the overclock. Vincenzo doesn't cast it. Ana just waveforms in, gets rid of the Dream Protector, and now they've got a sentry as well to Bob's look.
Nye coming through here. Full team coming through, no Thompson. Actually, he gets hit first.
Charge up the Requiem from afar. Thompson, they just clip on the figure. They're going to try and blow up the pocket, but the damage is not there at the moment. Thompson's protected. The decrypt out to the north side, and Bob is getting chased out, but a turn into the crit. They'll kill off the Marcy, but they're going to go buying some time, but no shakes. He misses on the Echo Slam. They needed that ultimate, and on T1, they can charge on forward, targeting down Tino with a Lycan. They'll secure the easy kill. Turning to Palos next is going to be Ana. But she's still on cooldown for the Morphling replicate, so they will not.
I like the way that T1 is splitting up the map. And Palos.
They will be able to. Oh my god, what was the damage?
That's Enchanted Quiver, my man, alongside of a Mark. SF's coming back.
Now. Aegis going to expire in 40 seconds. He's going to wait for him into the tree line. Bob. There's a lot of Requiem damage, so get the first slap, but how do you set up for the second? T1, they're going to be in the neighborhood to protect it for the moment. Ana with the respawn, but instead Execration, they're going to go for Cuckoo. The right clicks from Bob, it's not enough to get the line for Cuckoo, and now Bob is battling over to Ana. It looks like the Morphling's winning out for the moment, but under the cover of the Shadowblade, Bob will be able to get out. Meanwhile, Palos is killed off Cuckoo, so Execration, beautifully done. They get the Aegis and the lack of a position 3 on T1.
He is the one that needs to be going down. Well worth popping BKBs for.
Palos gets the X along with the BKB for the damage. Ana just ripping apart the line for the death buff, and he doesn't have the armor to stand his ground as Ana's doing too much damage. He'll turn towards the Tree Protector, getting rid of another component onto Execration's lineup. Bob's going to try and backstab the partner. A very awkward position from Thompson to play, and we'll see what he's going to be able to do 1v2. They're able to deal with the decrypt, Requiem out, and a big kill for them to deal with the mid lane.
Bob reveals a moment where they feel like they can push on forward. I mean, for everything that's happening, they haven't actually lost much. Execration's side. 40 seconds left on that Aegis.
Oh, they commit the Echo for it. Perfect with the timing, and
Got the bash.
He is with the damage. It's not coming fast enough. Ana pops the BKB and just turns it around. They never stood a chance into the Morphling, but maybe off the back of the buyback, T1 need to respect this. As Vincenzo, though, doesn't have the overgrowth to work with. It's going to be off the back of Palos, just running into the middle. They're going to be cautious, though. Inside the base, waveform in, shakes with the pushback, but the damage isn't there. Ana's going to be okay, steps outside the base. They are getting ratted, though. T1 need to address this. Tino's going for T1.
Especially with no buyback available. Get the break onto the Enchantress, though. They might be able to take her out really quickly. Alright, that's a free kill.
Can't stick around for too long, though. But the jump in, he's going to pop BK bash slip, and now with the bashes, Bob's in trouble. You pull back prior, you need to use everything to keep the Shadow Fiend alive, and they've got nothing in the tank. Bob goes down, dead for 2 minutes.
I don't think he can.
Shapeshift might look for the Echo as well from Shanks. They're going to jump in, but the control's not there. Thompson steps out to the left, but still Tina with the damage. He might go for Cuckoo as well. Nullifies there.
Quite there, but that's the Aghanim Scepter on Shanks. He wants to buy it.
Covers anyone. Vincenzo, oh, he's got a buyback at least. It's an early forced out as well. 30 seconds until the Shadow Fiend's back alive. He won't push incredibly fast though.
Shanks.
They're going for the T-Boys. Tino's in.
Palos, you fought back as well.
Palos is in trouble. Ana trying to lock onto his target. One T4 down, shoot to the next. Fire. They're going to be able to siege much faster. The raid of the Shadow Fiend won't even have a possibility of respawning. Because look at the damage coming out from T1. It's going to be a miracle if they can hold it on Execration. And even though Shanks finds a double Echo Slam, it is not enough. This T1